Today, I got up from as early as 5 o'clock this morning. I got up, put together my suit, put together a suit, my red suit, my red and black suit me that I go wear today. And about hello?
Andre, good evening. I just want to give you something. You see this whole police saga, you have Sergeant Brown, which works at halfway tree police station.
Yeah, I can't take...
Detective Sergeant Brown, he kill the girl at Portland and he walk scotch-free from it. When he do it, he was a corporal until then promote him to sergeant now. You hear what I tell you?
Which girl him kill?
The girl father come from down a Nata Bay named Irie.
Who?
The father named Irie from down a Nata Bay.
So when was this killing?
This was in 2008 and nothing come out of it, Andre. I seen him get promotion to sergeant. You see anything that brother put him hand on, nothing come out of it. You hear me tell you?
Alright. Well, another calling time now.
Me know, but I don't want to go public, so me have to call you off here.
No, but Jesus. But but you gotta tell me about half year. But I'm ex-class time, so I thought you did know some class me depan. Call me, WhatsApp me differently. What about? Jeez. I wish pa we in there. Why judgment? What a judgment! I want my friend we in there. What a judgment!
You know, say me never hear what she said to you because me in and out of the living room, me never hear what she really said.
Me not even get to start the lecture yet. Hey! No. The lady wants me there on the live, Wayne. Wait there. Me I go take that. Hello?
Class, no more call, man. The people, they must discipline enough, man, for us, and you're not ready to call yet. Don't take no more call and continue your class. Then do spoil.
Me not go take no call, but the head boy me I talk to. Head boy. Me I ask you
for... Tell the people, say me on, hold on there. Can you tell the people them say me on the live?
Yes.
I'm angry, cross, and miserable, so they don't fit call right, you know?
Yes. I don't want any calls. This is a time when the lecturer, the professor, and his head student have a discussion that you all should listen to. Are you guys ready? All right. So when today, this morning I wake up and I was saying that I was going to the funeral, and you saw me getting ready and thing. And a spirit told me this morning, don't go, and you said, Andre, but the people never depend on you. Did you remember that?
I did.
And what did I say to you? There will be many people who are covering this funeral, so I don't need to go. You remember?
Yes, I do.
Now, Wayne, you said to me to ignore a few people, and I have ignored them. But I'm a teacher of truth, justice, fairness, equality, and transparency. Wayne, today you sent me the link to watch the funeral for Kemisha Wright and her 4 children who were being buried today. What I find most distasteful, and I'm sure a lot of persons found it distasteful, is the very fact, Wayne, Jesus, the very fact that these people turned this funeral into a political circus. What is your take on that?
Me have whole heap of too much pain and things to talk about tonight, but me have to deal with the lighter part first. And it's the second time this happened now. And even though it happened to one of us,
if not, I want to leave that for last. No, listen, no, leave that part. There's the last part, because you have to grow the audience.
The easy part, I want to get out of the way first.
What is the easy part?
L.A. Lewis and Babsy Green.
No, that's the part where we left last. Listen when the teacher talk to you.
All right. Let me talk in the line of the service then.
Talk about the service, how them come and turn the people them funeral in a political rally.
The nation sat down this evening to what we thought were going to be a funeral by the family for a family that was massacred. And it started with the emotion of a funeral, what all of us would have expected. And I must commend Jody and Pantry for such a lovely, beautiful rendition from Whitney Houston.
Yes, it was a good song from Jody and Pantry today.
Never mind that.
And you know the funny thing, the funeral was going so well until a few of these political dinosaurs entered the church, you know.
The funeral was going well. Let me deal with the moderator first.
You don't have much time because I have a lot of pressing things.
Andre, listen, don't trouble me tonight.
Yeah, but remember, I have the exclusive together with Shantel, sister.
Alright, let me see if me talk fast and waller away. So everything have gone well, and all of a sudden, me see Dirty Ruan come all with the mic from the moderator and announce Bangarang.
Oh, you mean Bishop Edwards?
The psychological pickpocketer. The Babylonian harlot. Babylonian harlot, I don't know why he wasn't in purple yesterday, because his behavior yesterday was a representation of the Babylonian harlot, the whore on the pulpit, Andre. That's the behavior we see yesterday from Ruan Edwards. We're going to draw the mic, stop the funeral service, and make a big political announcement. Get the audience to stand and announce the arrival of a dead opposition, Andre. Of an opposition that Jamaica does not hear their voice. And the funeral turned sour from then. What the funeral turned into after that was a political campaign for the Jamaica Labour Party and all its all the teeth that Alibaba brought with them. Ruan Edwards stand on the pulpit yesterday and told a lot of lies. How good this man is doing, how well he's fighting crime. And the political circus goes on, Andre. But when the black-nosed junker, which is the Prime Minister, came on yesterday.
What you call the Prime Minister?
The black nose junker without red beak, because you know junker normally carry a red beak.
Yes.
Then you have black nose junker. And you know, unlike a junker will fly down out a tree when dead meat and come yam dead meat and go back up when them belly full. Then your junker, you live down pandot with permanently, so we have permanent problem. The Prime Minister Andre went on a history lesson of Rwanda and the Rwandan genocide. And then from there, the Prime Minister moved on to a policy campaign of crime fighting. But Andre, in all that the Prime Minister failed to make mention of any policy or any program that he will bring forward in his crime fighting measures to
all right. So let me give you a synopsis, because you take too long, you see? All my turbans. Make me talk up the things then. Because you and me tell you, say, no, you not learn from me, because if you are debate for me, you had 2 minutes to talk. Shut up and listen to your prophet.
All the while, you a debate. No, me tell you, all the while, you a debate, and me is a ranter. When me done rant, you do the debate and fully in with me.
All right, so I'm going to speak now. So give the professor time. 1. Can you believe that these individuals used Kemisha's right funeral and that of her children to turn it into a political campaign, coming down the aisle? Away! Hey, can you believe? I'm going to ask you, Wayne. Could they have done that? Could they have done that? Tevin Johnson come out from a platform. Tevin Johnson, me I call you out.
Focus on Tevin Johnson tonight. We're talking about the junk of them. Leave Tevin Johnson.
Me I go say this to Uno. They used the woman's funeral for a political circus.
Them turn up in the middle of the funeral.
Turned up. I'm going to ask you. Let me show you how disrespectful they are. Had it been a state funeral, had it been their friend's funeral, they would have reached in time for the bodies to have passed.
And Andre, if people were watching carefully, they never even sit down to wait till the eulogy read. After them finish them political campaign, Andre, the whole of them whoosh.
One them come off the platform. Disrespectful.
And away they went. The family got no chance to grieve yesterday because
there was no grieving.
They were just rushed and pushed all over the place. Babsy went up there with her big specklebird dress, nearly blind, we refused to come out, stand there sweating, talking bullshit.
I never appreciated what they did. I know the worst.
Juliet Holeness, Andre, let me deal with Juliet Holeness.
Yeah, talk up.
Holeness stand there as a mother of the nation, as a woman of the nation, with her stone-faced avatar looking self like myself, yeah. The woman is breaking down next to her, and then afterward, I will come up and I can't give such a prayer and a speech to a woman in pain when she break down side of you, and you could even get up, go stand up side of her, and there comes Nesta with God putting head on his shoulder without.
And the Prime Minister's wife was on her phone the entire time. You imagine you see a mother grieving. And all you do is dep on your phone. All you do is dep on your phone. You see a mother grieving. The woman showed no emotions. I couldn't believe she's a mother of 2. When the pastor said wave your hand and worship, it's like the woman a signal to say, see me mate here.
She says somebody will sleep with somebody for her, so she just kindly weird.
Yeah, but the woman showed no emotions. No emotions. No emotions.
Yesterday.
Imagine you're the Prime Minister. I'm going to say this to you. I'm going to split justice now. You're the wife of the Prime Minister and you saw a woman in grief singing out somewhere at the throne of God. And at no interval did you come to give solace and give the woman comfort? No point. No point. And all you were doing, all you were doing, dep on your phone from morning till funeral done. And then the member of parliament who was beside the woman equally showed no kind of remorse, had no sympathy. For him, it was a political show. For him, he was on a political show. He showed no signs of emotion. Stone face for true. She had a stone face.
Avatar.
Stone face.
The woman even wave at God. The woman even wave at God like she a wave after one mate when she see in the crowd.
Right?
When the moderator asked to glorify God, not even that she couldn't do.
Then,
And then she went up there go give prayer to the woman.
what kind of prayer? Hey, Father God, now want certain people come on him throne.
That's why nobody can pray for me.
Somehow no can't come on our throne because only is the very essence of evil, witchcraft, and dark magic. And you know the worst part of it? You know the worst.
To that family.
You know the worst part of it? You see me? I'm going to say this to you. Some people, you ignore them. I'm going to say this to you. Right throughout the work, when we need to hang up because I'm going to talk up some things right now. We're not going to, nah, man.
No, when we done, after we talk about LA, man.
No, that's why we and me are do LA exclusive. I know why me are do it. Give me the chance to talk. Give.
Alright, me follow your lead tonight. But me fired up for war.
If anything, you call back in when me talk about the LA situation.
Yeah.
You see me split justice, you know. Me split justice. When Kemisha Wright and her children were killed, L.A. Lewis was one of the first persons who have been on the scenes. L.A. Lewis has all been there with the mother from the initial stage. I don't know if you recall, but when this gruesome murder happened, the member of parliament was never in Jamaica. Andrew Holness was never in Jamaica. Juliet Holeness was never in Jamaica. Kamina Johnson Smith was equally not in Jamaica. They were all in Rwanda. Take up taxpayers' money. But them a campaign for Commonwealth Secretary General. And they lost miserably. Miserably, they lost. Miserably. And L.A. Lewis was beside the mother from the next day. The next day, he was beside the mother. Them say ungrateful worse than Obia, you know. Them say ungrateful worse than Obia. Them say ungratefulness worse than Obia Jamaica. L.A. Lewis take him gas, take him tool, take him money, mal buy wreath. I get to understand for the family. He contributed in many ways, psychologically, spiritually, emotionally. He was there with you, Miss Gwendolyn. Andrew never did there. Babsy never did there. Nesta never did there. Juliet never did there. It was L.A. who was there. It was LA who was there with you. It was LA who was there. But Babsy Grange, you harlot. Yeah, I'm going to reach there tonight. Babsy Grange, you're a harlot. Babsy Grange, you and your prime minister think so you can use on a one-upmanship on a dictatorial style for come bad up people. Babsy, you're wrong again. You're wrong. Under no circumstance were you in your rightful place to give Bishop Edwards, who turned send up boy for you. Give Bishop Edwards instructions for go tell LA to move from beside the mother. Miss Gwendolyn, let me tell you which part you go wrong. You see, when the bishop come to you, you should have tell him, say, leave LA alone. And him did there with me through thick and thin. All who up there so right now, them never did there. Miss Gwendolyn, I this you go wrong. That's how you go wrong. That's how you go wrong. I mean, I call him. Me not say nothing because him remember say him dismiss since week and me leave him alone. Me leave him alone. But you know see, you know, all nigger ways, you know, butu baga, you know, look baba rere ways. You know, look baga rere ways. Imagine, hey, you know, for sorry for black, you know, for sorry for people, you know. Me not frightened for no politician. Because I'm going to say this too, no. As much as him very controversial, as much he was there with the family through thick and thin. He was there, tell me Jamaica. And what is spamming now? He was there with the family through thick and thin. And is this the kind of disrespect when I disrespect him? I saw not go continue to disrespect people. I saw when people help on not go turn on the back on them. And one thing me know. I've been with Miss Sophia fighting to make sure she find her daughter. But I don't think Miss Sophia would ever disrespect me, so. I don't think Miss Sophia would disrespect me, so. But someone frightened for politician. Let me take off this, yeah. Place hot. Someone frightened for politician, but I don't frighten for them. Been there, done that. And what is spam me already? Hello?
Darling.
Yes?
I'm calling from the UK.
Mm-hmm.
We're watching across the world, and you're doing a good job.
Oh.
I just wanted to make a quick comment about just what you're talking about. I saw it today, and I actually felt embarrassed for LA Lewis when they did that move on him. It was embarrassing, and I do love the fact that you're actually highlighting it. All
right, no problem.
Yes.
It was disrespectful, very disrespectful, very disrespectful. I said if me the God to me there and I want to see to that ear, so she come tell, remove that one out of the church. I saw them use up, I saw them stay.
Yeah, it's not good because it's actually deflecting away from what the real issue was of the day.
I saw them stay. Them not have no respect for people.
And he's got a heart. He's got a heart.
Listen, as much as him having ways from the mother, from they died, he has been with the family. In the grave digging, him give money to the family, him give read to the family, him do this, him do that, and you got to tell me, son, you treat the man?
No, it's not good. It's not good. And I come from a family that they wouldn't even entertain that kind of behavior anyway. Do you know what I mean? So, you know. You keep up the good work, and we're listening. All
right,
okay?
No problem.
God bless you, darling. Take care.
Jamaica, me not take no call yet. Me not taking no calls yet. It is not calling time. Not calling time. I'm glad me change my mind and never go. I'm glad me go say to you, Babsy, I saw not go walk around and use up here badmanism and want come beat down people. Babsy, funny days are coming up. Remember saying, Babsy, you're not going to be the minister of culture all your years and all your lives, you know. Babsy, you probably have 2 more years left. After that, your time done. No calls now. Babsy, you're wrong again. I think you learn from the time with the queen and something, and you come again, come disrespect the youth. You need, Babsy, I'm going to ask you this. You never learn about protocol and etiquette. You never learn the basics of protocol and etiquette, Babsy. You never learned that. It was wrong. But tonight's Jamaica, before I even go further, I'm going to carry a lady here now. I got to call a lady now and I want to hear her story. Yeah. I want to hear how.
Good day. This number is no longer.
I forgot to call her on WhatsApp. Sorry. I don't want nobody calling right now and disrupt the live. We're going to discuss something that has been... A woman went missing from the 6th of January. From the 6th of January, Shantel Blake McCullough. Hello?
Hello?
Hi dear, how are you?
Hey, I'm here.
Turn off
Can
the
you hear
live.
me?
Turn off the live because it's going to give a lot of bad reaction. You hear?
Okay. Hello?
Yes, man. So how are you?
I'm alright. I'm here, just hanging in there.
Alright, Jamaica. So I don't know if you recall, but from the 6th of January, this family, the Blake family, they could not find their sister. Her name is Shantel Blake McCullough. She's the mother of 4. It's 4 children she had, Chevelle?
Yeah, 4 children. She
So-
had a stepson. I would call it 5, but for herself, she had 4 children.
She had 4 children and 1 stepchild, a stepson. And what is happening, Jamaica, is that from the 6th of January, she went missing. So, Chevelle, tell Jamaica what was happening.
Right, so on the 6th of January was when my sister went missing. Her husband stated that, called my grandmother to state that she's missing and she has not come home. From then we haven't seen her. Fast forwarding to when they came about the remains on the 15th of May in Bella's Gate, St. Catherine. We got back the result for the DNA on Friday, which confirmed that the remains were that of my sister.
Wow.
So no, it's a murder investigation, not a missing person investigation.
So, from the 6th of January, you reported that your sister went missing.
Well, her husband reported her missing.
Her husband reported her missing. And his name is who?
Shane McCullough.
Shane McCullough. Interesting. Did you go to the police and report this?
When we went there, they told us that we're not able to make another report because a missing person report was already made.
Oh, so they're saying that they already have a missing person report. So,
Right.
how long did it take you for them to start the investigation?
Well, investigation started right after the report was made.
Mm-hmm.
However, to my knowledge, I would say that the real investigation started when the MID took over the case. About 3 months later.
So after it's 3 months later. It's 3 months later them take up your sister case and start investigating. 90 days
the
after.
MID, that is correct. Yep.
And MID stands for what?
Major Investigation Division.
The Major Investigation Division. Interesting. So why did it take so long for the Major Investigation Division to take on your case?
Andre, what I would say is that in the initial state, that's where everything went wrong. The first set of police that had the case initially, that's where everything went wrong. Because when the MID took over the case, and I don't know if you're familiar with the MID, but the MID goes on cases that are very complex and difficult to solve. That's when the MID comes in. Now, it all went south when the first set of police did not do their part of the job. They did not carry out their job effectively, and because of that, the MID had to come in. Now, when I say that they did not carry out their job effectively, I mean by things that they were supposed to do were not done. And when the MID came on, it was actually too late for that to be done. Because, for example, the footage at the house, their surveillance camera at the house, and I had said to the police officers that had the case initially, check the surveillance footage to see what time she left the house and who she left with. That was not done.
Really?
Right? When the MID took over the case 3 months later, there will be no history of that footage. It will already be gone. Right? In addition to that, remember that one of the stories that Shane gave was that he left her at the exits of the Old Harbour toll road.
Yeah. He said when him leave her off which part of the Old Harbour toll road. Oh, this man gonna left him wife pan toll road.
Yeah. I said to them, giving him the benefit of the doubt, I said to them, you need to go by the toll booth to check if such thing happened.
Yeah.
The surveillance camera there to see if he actually went through the toll. You know, for true, just to confirm his story or to say it proves otherwise.
Yeah.
That was not done. Up until this time, that was not done.
So,
right? I didn't... Go ahead.
So what was done? Tell us what was done.
Honestly, Andre, I would really like to know what was done because the most important things were not done. And based on my understanding, yes, there were statements taken from other persons, but the most important thing was not done. And we are coming on this platform because we have so many questions to ask and so many questions that need answers. Because I cannot fathom how it is that you are the lead investigator on the matter, and yet still the first 48 hours is the most crucial part of an investigation. But yet still at that time you sat on your ass doing absolutely nothing. I tried my absolute best not being a police officer to assist you. I gave you ideas and I gave you clues and you did absolutely nothing. Which is why up until now, it has been confirmed that the remains is that of my sister. And it is still up until now that Shane McCullough has not been taken into custody because what needed to be done initially was not done. And now it is proving difficult. Thanks
So
to
is
Mr.
Shane...
Pudi and thanks to Mr. Bailey.
Thanks to who?
Thanks to Mr. Pudi and Mr. Bailey. They were the ones that had the case initially.
So where was this case being reported? Which police station?
It was reported at the Matilda's police station. Matilda's corner.
Matilda's Corner police station.
Yeah.
Mighty God.
And when we went there, they told us that the report was already made, so we cannot make a second report. We went to the commissioner's office because me and my family was very upset. Because we were upset for the fact that nobody was reaching out to us. Detective Bailey that had the case was not answering his phone. When I went to Matilda's Corner police, almost acted out of my character
that was when he reached out to me. Right? And then we left there, we went to the commissioner's office, and from the commissioner's office, we went to the CIB in Alpha Tree, and that's where they took our statement.
Wow. So where is Shane McCullough now?
I could not tell you, Andre. Based on my understanding, no one knows where he is. I could not tell you.
But
we have no idea where he is, and we have no idea where the children.
But your sister is dead.
My sister is dead.
Where are the children?
I have no idea.
Mighty God. So you don't know which part your four niece and nephew them there?
No, I saw them on the last time I saw them was on the 7th or the 8th of January. I think it was the day after the fact. I haven't seen or spoken to them since.
So you don't know if the pin of them dead are alive?
No, I don't know.
What you just say? You don't know if your nephew or your nieces are alive? This serious Jamaica. And your sister is dead.
Yeah.
Your sister is dead. Your sister is dead. The remains were found where?
Bella's Gate, St. Catherine.
Bella's Gate, St. Catherine. And you don't know if your nephews and your nieces are alive.
I can't say because I haven't spoken to them.
You haven't spoken to them, you haven't seen them. Mighty God. And probably if the police had helped you from the beginning, you would have been able to identify your sister earlier.
Mr. Pudi and Mr. Bailey were not interested in the case. It was very much from a personal point of view. And I hold them accountable, and holding them accountable, Andre, I hold the JCF accountable for the family of Shantel Blake not having a body to bury. You understand me? My mother is torn into a million pieces because every time she thinks about it, the only thing that she utters is only think she has a piece of bone and a head skull. And thanks to Mr. Bailey and Mr. Pudi for not doing a proper investigation, this was a clear-cut case. It could have been solved months ago, but because they dragged their feet, you understand me, and they took it from a personal point of view, nothing was done. There was no professionalism. It was only things coming from a personal point of view, which is why we're in this predicament. And I say this already, and I will say it again. If the JCF sits down and allows Shane to hurt my nieces and my nephew, they will be held accountable for it because negligence was done in the beginning.
But I'm gonna ask you this. What you say about Fix Bailey now? What Fix Bailey do now?
I would like for him to ask Mr. Pudi and Mr. Bailey that at the case initially, what difficulty were they having? Why it is that the basic thing for an investigation was not done? What was the challenge that they were facing? And to top that off, why were we lied to? Right? We shared our concern with them, Andre, and we said to them that we're scared about him leaving the country and taking the children. Mr. Pudi and Mr. Bailey said to us that is not something for us to worry about because his travel documents were seized and there's a block for him at the port. Right? Then it has come to our understanding that he left the country. Right? So I would like to know, how did he leave the country with his travel documents being seized and there's a block for him at the port? So how did he leave the country? Right? In addition to that...
So you're saying he's not in the island?
Based on information, we're not sure because we don't know where he is for sure. But based on information, it's stating that he's not here in Jamaica.
How old are your nieces and nephews?
The baby is 2, 4, 6, and 8. And then the eldest one, which is a stepson, is 12.
2, 4, 6, 8, and 12.
Yeah.
And nobody has seen signs of them.
Haven't heard anything, haven't seen them.
Do you believe that these children are alive?
Andre, I want to believe so because I cannot believe anything else. I cannot entertain anything else in my thoughts. So I want to believe so.
So
I would like to know for how long.
So you have not had any leads to know where the children are?
No, everything that we've tried.
And I'm going to ask you, the police is not helping you to solve that side of the puzzle?
When we ask the question, the answer is they're not really sure, and they're saying that, there's nothing they can really do as it relates to the kids because their mother is not around and he's their legal guardian, so there's nothing they can do about the kids. When we ask the question, we don't get a definite answer.
But the children, Chantel's children needs to be safe. And I get to understand that this man also had a previous wife that went missing.
Yes, that's what we heard, yeah.
Is there any truth to that argument?
It's still investigating, but that's what we heard, and it was from credible source.
So, and then apparently, mighty God. Whoa. So he did it first and he was able to do it again. And you weren't able to get up, but you only were able to get what? The remains and the skull and the bones?
Yes, and Andre, I'm going to be fair. Because the moment on the 6th of January when I spoke with Shane McCullough at the house, I knew that he was lying. And I knew at that point that something happened to my sister and I won't be able to see her again. I knew it. But what we wanted was for a thorough investigation, which would have at least given us a body. And thanks to Mr. Puddy and Mr. Bailey, we were not given that opportunity because they dragged their feet, they took it on a personal level, and they were not interested in what we had to say.
Mighty
and
God.
what they did was to mislead us into getting comfortable because they knew that we were very much, we were so open to everything. So anything that you'd say would comfort us. And they lied to us. They lied to us.
So you say Mr. Bailey and Mr. Puddy never help you?
No, not one bit. If they did, we would not be having this conversation because my sister would have been arrested, everything would have been over with, would have the kids because of course Shane McCullough have to go to prison. There's no if nor but nor maybe because there's a God, right?
So isn't she...
They drag their feet.
I get to understand he's a major contractor by the government.
He is.
So if he is doing contracts with the government, shouldn't he be in Jamaica carrying out those contracts now?
He's not going to stay in Jamaica because he's on, I don't know why he's so busy running up and down. He's busy hiring lawyer. He's busy hiring PI. You understand me? He's busy selling houses. He's busy changing names out of accounts. But he's not busy trying to find his wife. But of course he knew what happened, so that wasn't of interest to him. Because he knew exactly what happened. My
God. And when they found
there was a recording, Andre.
What was the recording?
The recording was with Shane and one of my aunts, right? My aunt called him and she said to him, where he took Shantel, and he said that he took her at the exit of the Old Albert Toll and a friend was to pick her up from there. In the recording, my auntie said to him, come and take me to where you dropped her off so we can at least look. You know what he said? He won't be able to do that until next week.
What?
Right? Your wife is missing, quote unquote. And we're asking you
next week.
And that you quote unquote dropped her off. And you're saying that you're not going to be able to do so until next week.
So you said to me, say, the man say him wife missing and him not have no time for go look for him wife till next week, lady?
That is correct. And in addition to that, in the same voice note, in the same recording, he stated that he is grieving. 2 days after she's missing, you're grieving. What exactly are you grieving for?
No, this... No. Jesus, you are telling me, say... After your auntie call him and said to him, so I could go to Old Lab, go see which part. Him say him can't do that till next week?
Yes, can't do that till next week.
Mighty God. Does the family plan to do a funeral for Shantel?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's very disturbing to even process because we're gonna have a funeral service to remember, the memories that we had of her. Because Shantel was a really nice person.
Isn't she your
we're
twin
twins,
sister?
and Shantel, yeah, she's my twin sister, and Shantel is always known to be the quiet one. From school days, everybody would say she's the quiet one. I remember when we were even going to high school, they would call me the devil and call Shantel the angel. That's how quiet she was. She was even elected as a prefect. She does not deserve this, and no one deserves this. And I think what we can get and something that we deserve as a family was a fair and just investigation, and we have not gotten that. And thanks to Mr. Bailey and Mr. Pudi, it has made this so difficult because what they needed to do initially was not done, and now it is too late to get some information.
No.
It is too late now to get information. And I would like Mr. Bailey to ask Mr. Pudi why it is that you have someone investigating, sitting at your bar with you having drink. I would like for him to address that question.
What you say? You would have want to ask who what?
I would like Mr. Bailey to ask Mr. Pudi why it is that you have someone at your bar drinking, sitting down, someone that you're investigating. Why?
My God. So you're saying that you have evidence to purport that Mr. Pudi.
Yes, we hired a private investigator. We spent money on this. We just did not spend the money on paying the police. But we hired a private investigator that gave us all the information that we needed. And we knew that there was corruption from beginning. We knew that there was corruption from beginning.
Whoa.
From they lied to us. You understand me? They're not taking our phone calls. And then on top of that, Mr. Pudi is going to tell me that he told Mr. McCullough to get a lawyer. What kind of madness is that? How could you be investigating somebody and on top of that you're telling them to get a lawyer?
Whoa. This serious, man. This is serious.
Andre, let me tell you something. You see, if Shane McCullough was a normal person, having a regular 9-to-5 job, and he did this, it would have been done with and dealt with a long time ago.
So it's because
he's an affluent man, because he has status and he knows persons in high places, everybody is dragging their feet. Everybody is
and then
dragging
your
their
sister
feet.
is dead.
And it is very unfair. It is very unfair. Because we were not asking the JCF to bring my sister back alive because that was not possible. All we needed was them to give me a fair and just investigation so that we could at least have a body. And they denied that when they did not do a proper investigation. And I will hold that accountable to Mr. Pudi and Mr. Bailey and the JCF at large because that's the umbrella that they fall under.
So have you gone to the office of the children's advocate with the pictures of the children?
Well, when I called, they stated that in order to start an investigation, they would need an address for where the kids may have been or would have been. And we cannot provide that information because we don't know where they are.
So where was the last address that they lived at?
In Ligani, and there's no one at the house. They moved out from that house a long time ago.
Oh, so they used to live in Ligani and they have all disappeared.
Yeah, they don't live here anymore. Long time they move out.
Wow. This is serious. So you don't have any pictures of your nieces and nephews you can share with the public?
Yeah, of course I do.
I'm weak. Where do we go from here?
And to be honest, I don't know because it was a bittersweet moment for me when I found out that the DNA results confirmed that it was my sister, because I'm saying finally something can be done about this and this man can be put behind bars. Exactly what he deserves. And right now all we have to be doing is waiting because Mr. Pudi and Mr. Bailey did not do their job correctly in the beginning.
So do you know if the JCF is going to send out something there to charge or arrest Mr. McCullough?
I am not sure about that because what I do know is that it is still undergoing investigation. I'm not sure when, I'm not sure how, I'm not sure if it's even going to be done. But I know that it is still undergoing investigation and it's not just a missing person anymore. since the confirmation, it will now be a murder investigation.
So can the autopsies reveal how she was murdered?
I highly doubt it because it was just a skull and piece of bone, so it's gonna be very difficult to prove, but of course.
So it's just her skull. So it's just her skull they found and bones.
Yeah, her skull and one piece of.
One piece of bone.
One piece of bone.
So what about her other remains? They weren't showing.
They were nowhere to be found.
Wow. Wow. Have you slept from you have been able from you got the results of the
Andre, I have
DNA?
not been able to eat. I mean, it brought me right back to square one when I first found out that my sister was missing.
Wow.
I have not been able to eat. I have not been able to sleep because I can just hear her screaming in my ear saying, "Shane, don't kill me."
Why?
And it is painful because she does not deserve this. She does not deserve this. Shantel loved that man effortlessly.
Whoa.
There's nothing on the face of this earth that she would not do for that man. And instead, you took her from us from she was 16 years old. You understand me? You separated her from the entire family. And when that wasn't enough for you, you kill her. And you left that for Myanmar.
From how old he has been with her from she has been 6.
From she was 16-year-old from we just left high school. I remember the day as if it was yesterday. Because I knew exactly when the destruction came in the family, and it was when she met him. Because everything went different. Everything went in a separate direction. Because from she met him, that's when everything started. Chantel and I were inseparable before Shane. And you came into the picture, you brainwashed her, you gave her 4 children with 4 C-section, and when that wasn't enough for you, you let them motherly.
Wow.
And all you gave us was piece of bone and one head skull. Shane, you listen to me.
Talk to him tonight.
Listen, destruction will come upon you, and destruction will come upon everybody will help you. And I plead the blood of Jesus again. So now let me tell you something. Let me tell you, you will not prosper. And you have to confess. And when you confess, you're going to commit suicide. Remember me tell you, because you're not going to be all God's face. You're a wicked.
Wow.
You is a wicked because you knew that Shantel loved you effortlessly. And if you have enough, all you needed to do was to carry her back from where you get her from. She don't deserve this.
My God. So he killed.
He's a snake under grass. He's a wicked man. And you friend them and you work at them. And you friend them in a high place where you have her protect you. That I go punish you all out.
So 4 C-section she really have for him?
4 kids and 4 C-section. The last one nearly took her life.
Whoa.
And what she got for it?
How old is
What she
Shantel?
got for it?
How old is
She's
she?
26.
So it's 10 years they're together?
Yep.
Do you know if Shantel was unhappy before all of this happened?
Yes, she was. She was unhappy, without a doubt. She sent my mom an email stating that she's sending my mom the email about them splitting up because she wanted to send it to my mom just in case anything happens to her. I remember one time when she made a post on her status, and this is unlike her. If anybody knows Shantel, she's a very private person. She don't post things and she don't talk about her lifestyle. You just have to know. And she made the post, Andrea, and she was cursing some bad word and saying she can't bother, whatever. Right? And I called her immediately and I said, what happened? You don't do this, you don't normally post something like that, whatever. You understand? And my mom called the same time and we're on the phone and she like, me can't bother. A month now me I go through this. Him kick me, him box me, him cuss me can't do this for a long time me I go through this.
What happened to her?
That he told her that he's gonna give her $3 million to leave. And
Where?
I said to her,
Where's that? You know if him?
yeah.
You know if him about insurance, Panar?
Of course he has insurance on her. Of course he has insurance on her. Of course he has insurance on her. I said to her, Shantel, leave me. I give you my NHD contribution. You get a OSB and the kids then. and leave everything and come. And she sat there. And then the last time I spoke with Shantel, I said to her, if you don't stop this, if you don't make Shane stop control your life, he's gonna kill you. And that devious demons could not prove me wrong. I studied to her because I saw it clear as day, because it started with the separation. You understand me? Every time that we got close to Shantel, it makes something happen where it drifts us even further apart. He had an agenda.
You don't know how much.
God nasty, and you can hide from man, but you cannot hide.
You don't know how much the insurance policy be panar.
No, I'm not sure how much it is.
My God.
Shantel know nobody else, Andre. Nobody else she knows. Everybody that she knows that person, because she not going nowhere without him. You understand me? If she's coming to my house, he has to come. You understand me? And if we're up there, he has to be there. And if he's not there, he's on the phone. He's very controlling. And I don't know how Shantel sit and allow Shane to kill her and leave her poor picking them motherless and have the possibility of hurting the children because we have no idea where they are.
Whoa.
You understand?
How your mother?
It's bad enough to you kill her. It's bad enough to you kill her, but you put her down in a one precipice. The dog, Myanmar, she and you have rotten in hell.
So she was found in a hole?
It was a precipice. It was a like, I don't even, in the country how it stays, full of bushes and full of hills and all of that. It was very deep down in a precipice. It wasn't really a hole per se, but it was down in a precipice.
Whoa. So how they found her remains? How we reached to the point that how you guys were successful in finding her remains?
Well, I got the phone call from my mom the Sunday evening, and she stated that my dad called saying that they found some remains up in the country, and it's the same community that Shane McCullough is from.
So he lives in Ligoni, but his Bella's Gate is where him come from.
Bella's Gate, Blue Hole, that's where he's from, yes. And same time I called my grandmother, and she was crying and outrageous and everything, and I started to break down because I knew that it could not be coincidence.
My God.
You're from the same community, and that's the same community that the remains were found. I knew it could not be any coincidence. And when I went up there, my grandmother stated that she know the blows because it's a blows that she washed from her sister. So my grandmother practically lived with them at one point.
How old is your grandma?
She's 60 now.
Oh.
But she's very much, physically able.
So how is your mother and your grandmother and your father taking this right now?
Andre, it is difficult for everyone. It is difficult for everyone because no one had dreamt of this. No one is prepared for this.
So only never see the signs them say something now go happen for she go take her up and pack up the things for she come out of the house.
Andre, we tried. The last time my mom came from where she was living, and my mom went to the house and she said to my mommy, come, she'll leave. My mommy must come and help her pack. My mommy went there with my younger siblings, and they were there with the intention of packing her up. But Andre, I don't know what power this man has, but he's a charmer. You understand me? This minute my sister take God off of the cross that she's leaving, and by you turn your back and come back around, she's right there, and you're going on vacation. And that's what got my mom upset the last time. Because my mother was like, I left my house to come here to pack you up because I know what you're going through. And then it's like it never happened. You're going on vacation. He does that very often. He does that very, very often. I don't know what power he has.
My God.
And I'm gonna say this to you. My sister doesn't really know much as it relates to streetwise. Remember, you met her when she just left high school. You understand me? So she's not experienced as it relates to streetwise to know. So listen, all right, you can do this, you can do that, or this is not a good sign or whatever. She don't have that experience. And then when you're saying it to her, all it looks like you don't like him, or you're just saying this because of saying this thing. You understand me? She's not sharing the same understanding because I tried my absolute best. I tried my absolute best. One time I started when I said to her, Shantel, before you met Shane, you knew me for 16 years. You met him. What can Shane say to you about me that you do not know? For 16 years.
So he separated both of you. He separated. He make it two only divided.
Yeah, because he knew that. Listen.
At any point, did he even turn her mind to say that you're jealous of him?
I haven't heard it out loud, but I knew that was something that he was discussing with her.
Wow. My God.
And he knew it. Andrea, let me tell you something. If Shantel and her had the bond that we had before Shane came in the picture, he couldn't kill her. Shane McCullough killed her because he thought it was something he could have gotten away with because we would buy into his story.
Wow.
That is why his stories could not be straight, because we took him by surprise and we keep asking him questions.
So tomorrow tomorrow you're going to stand at Emancipation Park with the family of Donnelly in support of all those women and children and men who have gone missing.
Yes, because in this country, if you're not from an affluent background, if you don't have certain status or certain standard, you don't get justice. You don't get justice. And I would like to my sister because she does not deserve this. You get what I'm saying? And as I said before, I would like Mr. Fitzbailey to ask Mr. Puddy and Mr. Bailey what was the difficulty that they were experiencing.
So question, have you been able to seek audience with Mr. Fitzbailey?
I spoke with him a couple months back and he words that he will ensure that the case is investigated, and he said to me verbatim, this is not something that I do. I don't get involved personally, but I will personally pick up this case and if you get it. Very disappointed in him because I haven't felt the strength of his word. I haven't seen it come into pass.
So you say he promised to get personally involved and do the investigations, but nothing has been forthcoming from he gave you that commitment.
No.
Wow. Greetings, Mr. Bailey.
Everything has just been stagnant.
Once more, another Jamaican, another family is hurt by the way in which the investigations came through your department. Mr. Bailey, the woman has said that you gave her the commitment that you would get involved personally with the case, and nothing has been forthcoming. Mr. Bailey, she's asking you to ask Mr. Bailey and Mr. Puddy from Matilda's Corner what really happened to the investigation. She's even going further to ask Mr. Puddy, how is it that Mr. McCullough was seen in his bar having drinks? She's going even further. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
She's going even further to say, after 7 months, after 6 months, you're now just confirming that that woman found in Bella's Gate in the precipice is the remains of a skull and a piece of bone. Mr. Bailey, is that going to be what will happen to Donnelly's case? That 7, 8, 10 months after you're just finding skeleton remains? Mr. Bailey, what we're finding now is a cyclical type of thing where too many people are going missing. Too many investigations are not being completed, not even being opened, Mr. Bailey. A lot of people are hurting, Mr. Bailey. A lot of families. And the family of Shantel Blake don't know where the children are. They don't know where their nieces and nephews are. They don't.
And Angela, let me add to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If I may.
Yeah.
We don't know where the children are, and we do not know if the children are safe. And I say this before, and I will say it again. Mr. Putty and Mr. Bailey sat down and they dragged their feet, and at large, they're under the umbrella for the JCF, so that's what we're going to address them as. The JCF sat down and they dragged their feet, and they allowed us to get an headful and sit down. If the JCF sits down and allows Shane McCullough to arm any of my nieces and nephews, they will be held accountable for it, because we
here is Shane
in the country, and everybody deserves justice.
This is Shane McCullough, Jamaica. Here is Shane McCullough. And it is alleged that Mr. McCullough had a previous wife who equally was missing, to date not found. His second wife, Shantel Blake McCullough, remains found. Skull found and a piece of bone. Here are the children, Jamaica. So that is Shantel in the video. Here are the children. But one child is missing.
Yeah, the baby.
The baby. My God.
And I don't even know, when I get these children, I don't even know the first thing to say to them. I don't even know the first thing to say to them. My son is 3 years old and he's asking for Auntie Shantel. It is heartbreaking.
Share the live, Jamaica, so we can show the world who Shane is. See Shane there? Any woman see this man come to them door, run.
He has a woman already, because he has been walking around with Dickie on his neck.
See it there? So yes, oh you know say him have icky on him neck, eh?
Remember, we have a private investigator, so we know a lot.
So the private investigators have not been able to find out where the children are?
Connected to Galaxy A7 1.
Wow. It's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. But I will see you tomorrow in the demonstration, you hear? And I'm asking you, Chevelle, to keep strong. Or them must send me a better picture of him. Look how Shantel did in love with this man here. See him the Jamaica? No, overall the picture show blurry. See him there? Just 26 years old. A mother of 4 and a stepmother to 1. But Chevelle, asking you to keep strong. And tell your mother and your father they can reach out to me, and I'll see to it that I can get a team to do some continuous counseling with them. You hear? Chevelle? Chevelle.
Yeah, I'm here.
I know you're weak, man. But we're going to keep talking. You hear, my friend? All right, my dear. Bless you. What is happening in the world? Yes, Jamaica. I'm opening the phone. Give me a second. Let me go use the restroom. And then I come back. The line's opening now. Hello?
Hi, Andre. Good night. How are you?
Why? Them something over me here. It just roaring.
Well, I lived in the UK for 22 years, and I've listened to this interview 3 times. I cannot understand how can somebody be accused of murder and then the children are not in the custody of the state? It could never happen in the UK. So I'm in Jamaica at the moment, a bit concerned because I've been following you. And those children should have been in the state. And more importantly, the fact that he has already been accused or allegedly associated with the former murder of his first wife, the kid should never not be with the family of the mother. What's happening in our country? I don't understand it.
Well,
Mr. Bailey, you need to come forth. We
and
need
then
Scotland Yard, we need New Scotland Yard, we need the FBI, we need Interpol, we need every other person outside of Jamaica to start this investigation. As a woman, I feel like an endangered species in my own country. I've come back home to Jamaica, and I'm now wondering, should I take up my British passport?
I bet you go on up, lady. Me I go tell you this. Go on back to England. Because at LA Lewis alone them have strength for usher him out of church.
But Andre, continue the great work. You are doing a fantastic job. If you're the only voice that's heard, trust me, the world is hearing you. A friend of mine from BBC reached out to me last week and said to me, I've heard this. Is this true? And I said to her, just follow the news. So continue to do the great work you're doing. We're watching and the world is supporting you.
Tell the people in my BBC to come give me a nice interview. Let me talk up what I go on at Jamaica. Yeah.
We'll talk privately about that.
No problem.
We'll talk privately.
Okay.
Talk to you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Blessings. Bye. What is happening in this country? The line them opening, nobody now calling tonight. And remember, if you can support my Zelle, my Cash App, my PayPal, you can, okay? I really appreciate it. Hello?
Andre, good night, my dear.
Good night, dear. How are you?
I'm good. First time caller. So, right. I have a couple things to say real quick because I know you have other people waiting. Right? So, first and foremost, let me say this. It looked like Babsy did have it out for LA Lewis for a long time.
Oh, you think so she did have it out a long time for LA?
Yes, long time.
My God.
But on another hand, there's a time and a place for everything. It's like LA sniff out the spotlight and jump at it, right? Because as I realized in the front row of the funeral service, the family members them alone did it. Right? So LA shouldn't have gone up there. As much as he has been there from the very beginning with the family, you as a person you must know your limits. You understand? You must always jump in at everything like that. You must know time and place for everything.
Mega said this to you. As much as there's a time and place, there's equally a time, place, and space where protocols must be observed. A protocols officer could have called him and said, come here a second. Like, touch him and say, come here a second. If the protocols officer had touched him and carried him aside, the media wouldn't have seen how they have shunned him.
Yes, that is so true. Right? Because if the family never have a problem with it, the family never come to him and say, yo, LA, you're not there, say you're not family. why Babsy and the other rest of them and the pastor have to show a big spotlight on the man and say, yo, you have to get up from there. That's kind of disrespectful, in my opinion, as me say. But as me say, I look at it at both sides.
So I am telling you, caller, I am telling you, it was ethically, morally wrong by the approach that was taken. Them could have get one usher and make the usher touch him and say, come here a second. Something that happen out the door and go call him out the door and talk to him. But you see, I'm going to say this to you. You see how you have put yourself in the public, that is how you're dealt with. Some of us, some of, me tell you, them couldn't do me that, you know. Them would, in them wildest imagination, them couldn't do me that.
No, sir, it was very disrespectful and very out there. You understand? And
all right.
you know,
May I forget somebody else a call, yeah?
right?
Hello? Hello?
Good night, Andre.
Yes.
You're doing a great job, I must say that. Me talk fast. With the whole LA situation, everybody different. If it was me, it's because for LA say, you may ask to bury the family and then after the government come in. So with that whole, that is a red flag right there. For me, I would just go to the funeral just the same, but not sit up front. Because that was a big red flag for Andy.
The mother never need to treat him so either. The mother never need for the... Because ungrateful worse than Obia. Ungrateful worse than Obia. Him did there with that true thick and thing when none of them never did there.
Me know man find there one of L.A. Lewis, ungratefulness. And I don't business one nobody wants about family and fun.
Them could have make a usher come call him and say come outside a second.
And the way all them do it.
But the way in which they all are like they pan pulpit. Me no know how Father God no strike down the whole harlot for the amount of people where them kill.
They have a beaten to get man. They have a beaten. The whole of them have a beaten.
The whole harlot.
Come for sure. They not go to the grave side, they not go. Come for sure and then or gone and then yeah. They don't care. It's just a show. And then me tell you some Jamaican people who no talk. Me don't know how to describe when about excitement and what
me not see what the significance that when them see broke Prime Minister opposition leader. Honorary. When the people them did that, them never did it.
They cheer on. No, they come at normal. What do you give a cheer on for? A campaign, an election time is a funeral. For the
alright, let me take that call here, yeah?
Alright.
The mother never need to treat the man so. Hello?
Andrea.
Yes. Turn off the background.
Yeah, me turn it off.
Talk up the things then.
No, to be honest with you, I wouldn't blame the mother with L.A. Lewis today based on her mindset where she's at. Maybe she not even have think about what they might do what is happening. But the way Babsy look and act as if you're supposed to get up when politicians not participate in nobody's life, only when them can come and show something for themselves like we're doing something a long time ago. You weren't doing nothing.
Me not listen to me. All if the mother know right from wrong and what is ethically right and what is morally wrong.
Yeah, me know, but you know I'm mine.
No, I mean not stop. Listen, me love Miss Gwendolyn, but Miss Gwendolyn should have said him there with me through thick and thin. Leave my son alone. Leave him alone. Him turn part of my family. Leave him alone. You know, so you understand where I come from?
Yeah, I understand where you come
if she did take that position there, you know, say, Ray Bishop Edwards would have to take up himself, go back on the pulpit.
Yeah, but if you notice and look on her face and she wasn't pleasing her, but maybe she say, you know what?
Do man, do, just make it done. Cause me tell you where. Me tell you which part she get it. Yes, me big attorney, Michelle. All you do. Me have some case for send to you. Big up yourself. Thomas and Associates. When me and sell love, when them a deal with when she come and say just move, not just I mean no she don't want the excitement. But is it true LA him love the excitement too? But me tell them you know, my enemies shall become a footstool. You see what me tell them? I leave them alone to them own peril. I leave them. You see how this week. You see how this week him come cuss me out and talk up all sort of things for me.
Yeah,
and I miss him and out here defend him. Make him
but at the end of the day, you see them not know real people, you know. People don't know real people. Most of these people only do them something here just for the spotlight, you know, them not genuine.
And when them all the pan pulpit talk about how much them contribute to funeral, all them wicked and awful, so.
But at the end of the day, them for doing them have a boy and live for free.
My God.
And them for doing.
Yeah, but what me I say is nobody never need for know how much them spend per funeral.
No, but what me I say, if I were me, kill anybody, nobody never defend me. If I were me and Noel, you know, Noel shoes me rotten already.
Noel, him, you know, say not because Noel go on investigation and me hear so them not ask. In them not asking nothing about the investigation.
Yeah, because you see him cover me, not even them know saying father big police in a police force. Me never know that.
Me love go on here too, mix up me now get another part. They leave me alone. Alright. Miss Gwendolyn, what a way them want make you and LA relationship mash up?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes. So I'm calling to say one more thing.
Who this?
You see? I'm the same caller.
You have to hurry up in a car, you get a chance already.
You never cut me off, you know, but okay, alright.
Talk now. Jesus, she gone now. Hello?
Hi, good evening, Andre.
Yes. How it is?
Question I want to ask you. What really did happen when it come on to with Mark Shields? You remember the police people them that what he called?
Oh, from Scotland Yard?
And take over the JCF, was playing a part in the JCF.
You never hear when Mark Shields say one of the most corrupt entities in the world are called Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Yes. So
if the man them are England run from the Jamaica Constabulary,
yeah, because me really want to know, because if me
what is Holland? Hello? 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 Yes, good night.
Yeah, hear me?
Yeah, you have to talk quick, my friend. Jesus. Hello?
Hello, good night. Andre, you're doing a great job. Much love for that. You know what concerns me today? I don't know if anybody else see this. And I'm not where I'm supposed to be with God. Mr. Bishop, you notice when he's acknowledging Parliament coming in, not one time I didn't hear this man big up God. Me not understand.
Yes, him turn one piece of political commentator.
From me, I pick me till know as much as me no right. Me know that God is the leader. God is the head of our life.
The most honorable. This, that.
How can you not big up God and you expect that people are going to follow your lead? Sir, you need to start reading your Bible again.
That's why I tell them, you know, you remember when, me don't know if you follow me when I'll Prophet Miller did, I'll put my picture with Bishop Edward Spampla, and me said to them, say, take off my face. Me no wine and a bang around with them at church, Bishop, you got 3/4 of them wrong.
If you don't know God and you don't know that He's ahead of everybody else, I don't know what you're going to teach me.
Me say, at one point,
God come first, and God is a jealous God. Andrew Holeness, name Andrew Holeness, it is no bro forgetting God.
All right, thank you. Hello?
Hello, Andrew, take me off our life.
Hello? I must take you off. I take you off. Where is him do? Oh, you know this? Which part that them come from? Whoa. So where are the children? Please, please. Mighty God. So how much years ago this happened? So the police never lock up the father? How comes? Mighty God. And do what to the mother? So the father own. So at how much years ago the father did that to the mother? Whoa. Blue hole. So what them did do to the mother? Which part? So what the mother? How the father did that to the mother? Itar? So you are saying him witness it in front time. Whoa. Mighty God. So it running at the family. Missy. Thank you. City Mission Church. So you saying that a blue hole the family come from? Mighty God. Holy Ghost. Mighty God. Me no want them come for you. What's up me and tell me more, yeah? Mighty God. Hello? Hello?
Good night. Jesus, man, I say me watch your program every night.
See, you know, says a caller just called me and tell me saying, it is alleged that Shane McCullough witnessed his father murder his mother in front of him. Hey! Now we understand.
Lord Jesus, but you know the main thing when me call you to talk to you about.
Wait. Breaking news, Jamaica. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news.
This prophet no. Will take you on.
Breaking news, Jamaica.
You see this prophet will take you on.
Which prophet?
This same one we call about him. you and Mr. Man, they are this and that. You see him one year, one day.
Them the people, we not call them the people over this program.
Yes,
them the people are what left? Garbage.
Tell him to let you alone. God, I expose them slowly but surely.
You not hear what me I say to you, caller. We not look panda. Me could talk. You not hear what me say to you, say. The caller just now says, it is alleged children live what they learn, you know.
Yes.
And it appears that Shane McCullough learned this lifestyle from his father.
Ah, Jesus.
Might not. I want me tired. No, sir. Well, it goes.
From the root.
Now we understand why two women were able to disappear. No evidence. He learned it from his father. Mighty God.
If he hit bad, you can imagine.
Alright, caller, let me go take a next call.
Take another one, Jesus.
No, sir.
They want a rebebe. Hey, God.
Holy Ghost. Jesus. How go on? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good night.
Good night. Andre,
Yes, my love.
me hear what go on about Shane, but boy, better the yes, and children really do live what they learn. Wicked man. But look here, me want Grey Front, Babsy Grange.
What you say? Talk it again.
Me say, me want Grey Front, Babsy Grange to leave L.A. Lewis alone. We all know say L.A. Lewis can be a menace sometimes. We know him go on with himself, but we know that's just him. That's his personality. That's just him. We understand that. Miss Gwen, my condolences, but you're very ungrateful. The way how you dealt with L.A. Lewis today was so uncalled for. You understand what I'm saying? I'm feel hurt over the situation. So, I just that me call if you tell
But
me
we need to know where the children are.
We need to know where the children are, and if them they are Canada, with Canada no run joke, you know. You understand? So if Canada she ain't gone with the pit to them, some phone call need to start make to Canada, because if Canada in there, Canada, I go shoot him out.
My God. Grey Front. Hey! Grey Front, good night.
Good night.
Good night, Grey Front. No, sir, this a phone you just up. No, sir. Oh, this a phone a ring, sir. Hello?
Oh, hi, Andre. Good night.
Yes, dear, good night.
Listen, me I call you straight because me I call you on WhatsApp and the call not going through. Why?
Love, and your 12,000 people are call. You get the can start now.
Thank you. So, you know, Andre, regarding the Shantel case, I remember I heard you spoke about it just before Donnelly disappeared, maybe a month or so ago.
Yes.
And at that time, we still, you know, didn't reach anywhere because I guess we didn't get any lead of what had happened. But I know you had bring it forth. You did talk about the children. But the question I would like to know is, regarding the children, do they have travel documents? Do they have any visa to any overseas countries, England, USA, or Canada? Does the sister know if they do have visas to travel overseas?
Well, I'm sure they have visas. I'm sure they have visas.
Right, but then if they have visas, then we'll have to know which country they have the visa to, and then we could get the consulate involved, like, you know, the High Commission of that country, the embassy and stuff, and, you know, to see if they had traveled wherever they had the visa to. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Understood. But we're going to follow up. We're going to find them, you know. Is there anything more else I want to talk quick?
Yes, I do. Regarding what happened at Clarendon College today, Andre, I'm from Clarendon. And reached a point where I'm neither PMP nor GLP, and I was a big supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party. And right now, I'm not the orange, I'm not the green, I'm neutral. But today, I can't believe out of all the days that Mr. Holness has to bring a political campaign at a funeral service.
Yes, you know, the same I lose credibility, same I forget any traction him can get.
Where was the support from Mr. Holness at the funeral? Where was the support from Juliet? Juliet was on her phone 24/7 when she walked into that auditorium, right? Everything that Andrew was talking about, Andrew, he should have called a press conference for that. It shouldn't be at the funeral of Kenisha Wright and her children.
Me hear say I talk about Rwanda and genocide and all them something that I don't know what the relevance to the people them and the funeral.
He was talking about when the incident happened, he was in Rwanda, he was talking about what was happening in Rwanda. And I was like, what the hell? What is this all about? Where is the sympathy? Where is the condolence for what is happening?
Mm-hmm.
Regarding Babsy Grange, I'm going to talk quick. Regarding Babsy Grange and L.A. Lewis, I felt it was very, very disrespectful. And you know that it's not the first Babsy speaking on Elena. You remember when the Queen had visited Jamaica, what had happened?
Yeah, we know about that. Me have to go take a next call, yeah?
No problem.
Yes, honey. Hello? What a bangarang? Hello?
Hello? Good
Yeah.
night, Andre.
Good night, lady.
But that's what I to ask. How old is Shane McCallum? And he don't have no family in Jamaica. Where's his family? Him relatives them. That's how I'm call for ask.
Me go ask you now, yes, Shane, it is alleged that Shane witnessed the mother being killed by his father in front of him. So you think that the family are going to comfort?
Repeat?
You think, you don't need to listen to the class, you know. You never hear when the caller call in and tell me, say, Shane witnessing father killing mama. Hello?
Good night, Andre.
Lady, I wouldn't stop till you get me.
I tell you, I just text my friend and tell her, I say, alright, now I'm me a call down your phone. Andre, me not have not have no confidence in the Jamaica corruption force. Me, last night I drive past them and them and pull me over, me I come from Fort Worth. And you want to see me I skid up my face, me don't even want to stop. Me don't want them to stop me because me don't want them miss a bit up.
Mm-hmm.
Me don't want them to stop me, Andre. Can you imagine them tell us that 850 people missing? That means who missing too, because right now the population are 2.7 and 2.8 people. That means that them not do nowhere. Nowhere them not do, and no, Andre, Jesus Christ, let me sit down for that one. No, you ever tell me, say, the man take where the woman pick me, and he don't have no offer to tell the family, say, and then come out tomorrow. I'm going to come out to wrap up my head. I'm going to go on with fear excitement.
So you come at the protest tomorrow?
And then last time, then me never did it. Me did it, I follow murder run at Chelsea. You see Chelsea? And when me grew up, that can't happen in my community. And me keep quiet, I'm mad. And my community that have me born and raised right round there. So no one can come in my backyard, come in some such a I'm going to come out, you must be mad. You're not here. Remember I said to me, say, I need you to come do. I have to come make nice, like me a time waster. So me I come out tomorrow.
Lord, me love, no make my McGregor beat me and you.
They say me I come out tomorrow. Because I want to see all him. But come, make me know what me dress up in my clothes. Drive up my gas. To come stand up to go make, just to make nice. Just to make nice for me, I'll time wait like Mr. McGregor, me I come out tomorrow.
My God. Alright, caller. See you tomorrow 11 o'clock.
Be there for me, I said. Andre, go and take care of yourself.
My God, I want to go on to Jamaica. The phone line free up now. Them say when them calling the father for ask him for about questioning in the disappearance of Shantel McCallum, them say the father have memory problem. Look like the mama aunt him. Hello?
Andre, take me off of the line, please.
Hello? Yes, me love, talk quick. Really? At the apartment? Which part of that? No, we can't do that. Oh, okay. So, was he an aggressive person? Oh, so she a work hard and work hard as. Take a picture, send me. Yeah? Just well, if you can find a way to take a picture, you know. And just send it to me and say, Andre, see it here. Alright? Jamaica, you hear an argument out there that Noel's father is a member of the police force. I can now confirm there's no truth to that. There's no truth to that argument. I can confirm that Noel Maitland's father is a taxi driver. I can confirm, Jamaica, that Noel's father is a taxi man. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Andre?
Yes, mommy. Talk up the things now. Mother?
Hello?
Yes, talk no, man.
I'm here.
Me I hear you talk.
This is Andre program?
Yes, it's Andre. Talk up.
Okay, Andre. What I'm calling to talk about is the incident at the funeral today.
What about it?
With the lady, Miss Gwen, him shouldn't have to insult L.A. Lewis like that.
So you said the
if you know the funeral, he never would see Andrew Holness. And look how this man go down there and carry money for this lady and treat her good and everything. She's very ungrateful. Very, very ungrateful. I didn't expect her to treat him the man like this.
Wow.
This man down there all the time, go visit and advocate for her and so forth during her times and so forth. And she just insult him like that, like he's nothing. And other things behind Jimmy, no, you not feel pleased about it neither. You not feel pleased.
Me not feel pleased, but me go say to them, say as much as him have him dirty ways, him never deserve that.
He not deserve it, man. The woman is wicked. Wicked. She must give back L.A. Lewis the money then when she go pay.
Lady, no, so you gone too far.
She don't care. She go far too.
Go on and leave the lady alone. If you them the why the woman must
Me no care, Andre. Sorry for your program, but me no care. They feel so bad for him because he put out a lot. All the time he left from Kingston and Clarendon and so forth and go down there face for your sister and to her hard time. And this woman got out around the back. Really? She couldn't find something kind of to say to somebody with a help her. And that's why I tell us I put out the effort that people on there because they don't know who ungrateful for who grateful. Put out ungrateful.
All right. Blessings.
Yeah.
Hello?
Pleasant good night, Andre.
Yes, how your voice sounds so cracky. How where you that shout about?
Sorry about it, I'm not so well. But anyhow, I am calling pertaining to the whole saga about the social media circus. I don't see any officials come out and reprimand the political circus that was going on at the church today. I am yet to to hear the politicians that we vote in, which are supposed to be the voice of the people, come out and speak about these cases. The same persons who were on the platform telling us that we can sleep with our doors and windows open. We are now hearing that we are to stay inside and lock up. Is this serious?
Lady, you sound like you lock up already, because me hear the cricket them. Mosa.
Country me live, sir. So if you hear cricket,
No, you lock up.
Andre, I am very disgruntled with what is going on, and I'm yet to hear the officials come out and speak on the cases of Donnelly and this young Miss Shantel and all that is going on. There is nobody coming forward even to show a little remorse or to sympathize with these people. Is this the world that we are living in, that everybody don't have any emotions anymore?
The Yenesi said the wife of the Prime Minister emotionless. Yenesi the woman that have no sympathy and nothing in her.
I am very disgusted with her behavior. It is as if she was there, but she was not there. I don't see the need for her to have gone there.
When the past, and wait now, why so much of them have to talk? Why so much of them have to talk?
Andre, I don't know. I need the man that came out to talk about the social media circus to come out and say, look here, what type of political circus you carry to a massacre where a mother loses not only a daughter but 4 grandchildren, and this is what you come portraying. What are
so you said you want Dennis Brooks to address the political circus.
See, and we like how him come out. Or the social media circus. You need to come out about the political circus, and that are my few words.
Hey! Dennis Brooks! What a bangarang! What is Pan Jamaica? Hello?
Andre.
Yes, good night.
I think we have to exercise some compassion to the lady today, though, because she was burying 5 family members. It couldn't have been easy for her. So
me never say nothing. That's why I say my condolence to her. However, the approach in the grieving too. Them never need to deal with the man, so.
I understand that, but remember, so her frame of mind could not have been easy. This is not 1 person, 2 person, 3 person, 4 person. That's 5. She was having a very hard time. I think everybody else who do it should be reprimanded. But right now, she grieve and she don't know what happening, what the right thing is. Her frame of mind was out of this world. So I think we have to just send prayers to her, offer her condolences, and another time we talk about her. But tonight is not the night. Have a good night, sir.
All right, no problem. Tonight is not the night. So we are going to stop. The caller said tonight is not. Yes, good night.
Good night, Andre. Yes, let me get quickly to my point. I struck the Jamaica Labour Party. I neither PJ nor none of them, no PPJP nor none. Ability in these people more and more, especially today at that funeral. I don't know why Andrew bring that speech there. That was not the place for it. It was not the place and time for us. And secondly, hello?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Happened with LA and Bobsy. That's very disrespectful, very, very much disrespectful, and it hurt me to the core. And I think that woman also, the mother, I know she was grieving and she's still grieving, but she...
No, sir. Hello?
Hello, good night.
Yes, good night.
Yeah, my 2 cents is, when that caller just coming out and saying, oh, she's grieving. Yes, we understand that she's grieving. But at the same time she's grieving, she can look at LA and say to him, I don't want any argument. Hear what they say and go. when LA said, but we are family. I don't want any argument. Yes, she's grieving. Yes, you got to come out and say.
All right, no
say
problem.
what you're saying. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, Mama. My God, my phone. Oh, Lord. Hello?
Andre,
Yes.
look here, I work my best. I can't talk to a lot of Zandrama. Look here, I have to tell the people them say, remember tomorrow at Times Square because look here, I have other things I have to protest about because look here, I want justice for L.A. Lewis. I want justice for him because, oh God, is that the way to treat a descendant of Her Majesty the Queen? Eh? Nobody never knows the Royal Highness. Sisters them want to tell him say we're going to tell him all of the things and when he said the ancestor them couldn't pinch and tell him say them that be with him so why them do it? Them take a 6 of the man 7 star and left him with 1 alone star struck and the star don't want him beside her. Let me tell you something. I don't feel sorry for him, you know why?
Why not feel sorry for LA?
I won't tell you why. The word of the Lord tell you that he that exalted himself
shall be abased.
You understand what I'm saying? LA run off him mouth and him don't join the vloggers community and let us work on one accord.
Him always want to be the voice of dissent.
He's just like when he says 7 star, he wants to be the star. That's all he cares about, just LA being the star. So he did get a star, a trophy star. Why you going way up there, so that is out of the protocols and policies. Everybody knows a family and close family members sit up there. So why you gone with yourself up there? So why Bobsy?
So you say him wrong. You say him wrong. So you say him wrong for go up there and Babsy wrong for usher him out.
Let me tell you something. He was not needed. He was not needed because you see when you're doing things and doing it for the wrong reasons, I saw God have to bring you down.
But Zandrama him there with the family from beginning to end, you know.
But at the same time, various. What you say?
I him did that with the family from beginning to end. Jesus.
I not hear the last part where you say the connection of two.
No man, the call them are coming random.
Look here, I have to comment on this. What are you?
What a what? What a what?
She likes it to the man so long like him I have the selective bit. What a way bro got him and going mode today. You like how the man silent for so long.
Me and Sam give big lecture. Big lecture on Rwanda and genocide.
In a House of Parliament. He never understand the assignment. Myself from the other day and I keep on I said to people say when he went and looked for the family of 5, when he went to visit her, all the man was talking about
Jesus, them people.
You know, the culture over people. How is that relevant? How is that type of conversation relevant? You go to comfort a bereaved family. Why you going to rebuke and correct and train and teach at that time? Use your common sense. And these are the people we charge as leaders. We say are in charge of a country. All him go there to do is to just put on a public performance. It's almost like he wants to do a clap back to the fact that we are saying that he's silent. So them come and them come out in them numbers and then give them long, eloquent, empty speeches. So them have to read on paper.
Everything, none of the speech them make sense today. No.
Okay, you know why? You'll be speaking from your heart. But it's a heart, it's an empty space. Inside them heart it is callous and empty.
All right, Zandrama, I'm going to take a next.
Come like work out out to get a sermon longer than what the person preach.
Me I go take a next call, yeah?
I couldn't believe.
Hello?
Hello. Good night.
Good night.
This is Andre line.
Yes, hurry up and talk, please.
Yeah, but more someone of your bigger yourself in Andre to the world create. And more ask about the girl grandfather we did. Me see something in
For Instagram, said the grandfather dropped down and dead.
Oh, Kemisha writes grandfather.
Yeah, is that true?
Yeah, there's truth to the argument.
Oh my God. So how them are going to manage now? So them have one more dead to bury.
It's a part of the game, I love. You know them said damn dead walking a tree.
My condolence.
Alright. Thanks for the information.
Yeah.
Hello? Yes, it's I get to understand that Kemisha's right. Hello?
Yeah.
Finish up now, Zandrama. Finish up.
Yeah, me as well make it bro.
Zandrama, I forgot to take the Zandrama, I forgot to take the next call.
Go up there, go the whole of them went out there and they just did a public stunt, the regular theatrical performance to confuse the public and to sell this false narrative that they really care about the Jamaican people.
Alright, thanks, Zandrama.
The whole history.
What about? Hello, good night.
Hello, good night. Is it Andre?
Yes, it is Andre.
Well, I'm just calling that to make a talk on the internet about Mr. Holness. That in them should have run out of the church today.
Why you want Mr. Holness run out of the church, lady?
Because them should have disrespect the big man, L.A. Lewis.
Well, so you have said it, but he's the prime minister of the country. The L.A. Lewis is the Maroon Emperor.
In my vote, I never follow behind the woman. L.A. Lewis was there all along. So in them run out of the church.
But you're not labor right.
Yes, I am. It's labor rights, and I will never see him again.
So you are which constituency you come from, lady?
In Montego Bay.
Lord God, man, then kill you. Come on for the phone. Wayne, me soon make you talk. Wayne. My God. No, sir. A wagwan. The phone line cool down. Ah, God. Woman I call her say, hey, what a bangarang. She not afraid of... Hello?
Hey, Andre, good night.
Good night.
What a weird and turning people and good funeral in a one big public political affair. No, me I thought this straight up. I am me not a dieted laborite, but I grew up in a one community where it's a strong laborite community. And you couldn't tell me nothing about laborite. And now since I've grown up, understand and seen these things, trust me, me not lie you. Me hate Anju.
What you just say?
I hate Anju. And it's just sad that we have to just sit down and have to look out away and can't do nothing. But more like shed a light on something. More if I'm alone to say Juliet really and truly I got you monstrous with favor.
What you just say? Hey!
Why Juliet come in at the funeral before Anju and a favor Anju come in? Am I alone see it?
Lady, Anju not there with favor. Oh God, you wicked so.
Andre, and the next thing, L.A. Lewis, me not lie you. Come on, give Caesar what due to Caesar. Yes, enough, yes, in everything, but God no man, them never did have to deal with him. So, and Bob the Grey, we can't keep a straight hair color, whatever dye her hair be turn black. She need to go sit down. She too enough. It wasn't her place to tell L.A. Lewis to move from where she is, from where he is, because number one, and I like L.A. they go do them nothing. And nobody don't see that it was rude for the local school go there and give them tribute, and the pastor go interrupt the people them to make Andrew come in, and it's not a political thing. Listen, I was sitting there watching the funeral and I was crying because it was so sad. But me nah lie, my heart, my body, my soul change when me see PNP and Labour Writer come in.
All right.
Everything change. Pick up yourself and Andre, you have to go protect yourself. Not call anything happen to you. And you we have to go call the help right now. We don't have nobody else but you.
So you say Andrea the new government?
Andrea the new government. Baby go and go run cause trust me. Me the back of your 100.
All right. Yes, Wayne. Turn off the summoner, Wayne.
Yeah, you're right. Me remember to me the pan hole. What?
Or your panta.
Right. Andre, don't hurry me up, man. Listen, if it is that the front seat was reserved for the family, why them never go move Patricia Duncan Sutherland?
Where you say Patricia Duncan Sutherland did up there?
Did the crowd not see that Patricia Duncan Sutherland was sitting beside the mother and nobody went and moved her? If it is that front seat was only reserved for close family member, why the government, you know why I'm not criticize the mother, Angie? When you sell out to the government, when you give the government control of your operations, them are going to take direction. So the mother not have no choice because she already hand over the situation.
Oh, true, she hand over the funeral.
Yes, however, the situation could have handled better. But if it is that the seat was reserved for family, why them never go move Patricia Duncan Sutherland? Being a nuisance is not a reason for any of us to be ostracized by the political class of Jamaica. What they've done to L.A. Lewis, they can done it to an affluent and an easygoing person as well. It's political ostracism. Listen, we need a riot in Jamaica.
Why?
Only riot can solve this problem. Because Holness come a funeral, come launch election manifesto about crime. And nobody knows it. Another thing again, Andre, them leave a disgrace, them hype up the people, them. And nobody prepare any crowd control and them leave a disgrace at the cemetery. Let me ask you something, Jamaicans. What happened to Uno and dead body? The people them couldn't even get to bring the people them to their resting place in peace. What is wrong with Uno and dead body, Jamaicans?
So what?
The same way you push over the dead at the cemetery, it was a disgrace of Andre, the crowd, no crowd control.
So there was no crowd control for the funeral?
Andre, it was a disaster at the cemetery. A literal. And the worst thing is, as the political manifesto, Andre, then jump up there. Right as the just start reading, the whole of the drunk black nose drunk them, and they've had stone face Juliet will look like something out of Avatar. The whole of them get up and walk away, left the woman. Listen, today was so insulting and disgraceful for the international scene. Insulting. Good night, Andre.
Alright, my friend. No, sir. Them are students, yeah. Hello?
Hello. Good night, Andre. The only thing I have to say, and this is what I'm going to say, that grandmother was very ungrateful because neither Babsy or Andrew or anybody was there for her during her time of grief. It was L.A. who found her, gave her solace, and gave her money. If I was in her position, that was not a place for no politician to tell nobody where they can sit. And nobody knows if L.A. and her had discussed before the funeral if he could sit up front or not. Whether or not, she should have remembered that this was the person who reached out to her and this was the person who was kind to her. She should have told the snotty who come leave him alone. I told him he could sit. That was very disrespectful and very disgraceful. And this is why black people will never unite with each other. I am sure if it was a Issa or a Matalan that came and sat down there, nobody would have had anything to say. And I looked at the composure of the Prime Minister's wife, and I said to myself, this woman is cold and heartless, because even when the grandmother was up there singing and crying,
the woman not get up. Michelle, no point. The woman got up and gave her mother's love to another mother.
Exactly.
She's cold. You remember, Michelle? You remember when I said to Jamaica, say she's an evil woman?
Of course she is. Of course she is. And Jamaicans are talking about how LA was disrespectful to go and sit there. And none of them not talking about how the people in the church were cheering the Prime Minister when the people were up there. Out of respect for the family, all of those politicians should have been there, seated before the funeral. Don't come in and make a grand entrance during the proceed. It is not a political affair. And this is why I'm telling you, Andre, Jamaicans will never, not even Jamaicans, black people on the whole will never be any better. LA have him ways, LA have some dirty ways when him ready, but Jesus Christ, this is a person who was there for you. Me sure Babsy never did it, me sure Juliet never did it. This is a person who was there for you. And you have the audacity, no care how much you grieve, because me I grieve as a grieving mother and a grieving grandmother. Nobody can tell me, oh, sit down.
True. True, man.
And my grandchild's funeral. I'm fighting for politicians.
Hey, you know, say, me not talk politics, but you know, say, if it was Portia, this couldn't happen, though. You hear me say?
I sat and watched that thing and how that sat there on her phone.
The woman.
And I was.
The woman that on her phone right through. The woman that participating in the church service. No time.
None at all. She didn't even shed a tear. And these are the people with Jamaicans. When Prime Minister walking, these idiots in a church are shout like he's some goddamn national hero. That's why I'm telling you, so we'll never be better, because half of the Jamaicans are ignorant and illiterate with voting rights. That's why Jamaica is fucked. Because half of them have voting rights and don't know what the fuck they are voting for.
All right, me I done it this, so. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good night.
Good night. Let me tell you something. As a mother who had to bury a murdered child, when you come off of the lady back, the pain where that woman feel today, let me tell you something, the pain when me feel to bury my son. I can't imagine that woman sitting in the church and bury 5 picnic. When you come off her back.
Okay, caller, no problem. She called for tell me to come off her back. On the leg of the lady, the caller say. And may I make it categorically clear? I not me sympathize, me empathize with Miss Gwendolyn, but I think the way in which they all dealt with LA today, she come out very strong for truth. Very, very strong. Leave the mother alone. Them say to leave the mother alone. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good night.
Yo, Andre, where are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, man, more ask you something about it. I don't really talk about politics still, but how much party there in Jamaica?
There are about 3 or 4 active parties in Jamaica right now.
Alright. You have about 10.k people actually. Why the people them always vote for the party them when I don't know for the country?
We not discuss the politics tonight. We're going to have time for discuss politics, like, you understand? But we not going to discuss the politics tonight. You understand? Blessings, my boss. I understand, but tonight is not about politics. Jamaica. Hello? Hello?
Andre.
Yes. When you have a come on the live, the first thing I ask you if you do a turn off the thing.
Sorry about that. Andre, right are right, wrong. You understand me? Nobody is on the lady's back, but we have to speak the truth. She was wrong in how she dealt with L.A. Lewis. I'm a human being too.
Alright, them say come off for the lady back. We all agree already, so make it done, alright?
Alright.
Blessings. So as I'm being told, Jamaica, no, the argument circuit. Hello.
Yes, Andrea, good night.
Good night.
Yes, we just want to bless you up in the morning. Yeah. We just have one thing to say, Andrea. Oh, Jamaica run and the slackness we are going in our country. It's a sinking ship I go down, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We have a ship sinking and it have some whole heap of people are sink with it. Gotta get one lick and turn it over.
All right.
Because until you start do the poor wrong and start do people evil. We know say you work with the devil, because the devil support murder and whole heap of crime and whole heap of ignorance, you know. So you know it will come to an end where the ship have to sink. Good have to rule over evil.
All right, caller. All right, bless you.
Yes.
Hello. What is? Hello. Hello. Stand up and tell me if you love my Jesus. But is it Jamaica? Let us zooming in somewhat, because people saying how I'm not talking about Donnelly tonight. Let me zoom in a little bit. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hi, Andre. Good night.
Yes.
Just to say, we are in a position where we realize that we have the whole JCF and the whole political system standing in our necks for too long.
Mm-hmm.
They have been watching over us. They are the reason for our hurt and all of that. And these people are supposed to be people who serve and protect.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And we are hurting because of them. If you realize everywhere we turn, with everything that is going on, they are the reason.
Mm-hmm.
And because of you, as I said, I have been one of the persons. Every time, everything I share live, I do everything. I've been standing up for you when everybody have whatever to say. Me ready for them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because me I said them people up, because if I'm not Andre, enough of we are going, we wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We would be in the dark and you come here shine light my way. So I'm going to do I tell you thanks and bless up and we pray for you and we there for you. See we are when somehow we not have money, we try to push out or we can push out another day something the same way. Because we want to see you and you understand?
All
and
right.
keep going forward. See
All
we
right.
and bless up yourself.
Blessings. But I'm going to say to Jamaica tonight. You all asking me about Donnelly, right? I'm going to say to you, don't believe that because I don't start a discussion about Donnelly means that I'm not going to have a discussion about Donnelly. Updates. Miss Sophia is still in isolation, but she's doing well. Miss Sophia is still in isolation, but she's doing well. Spoke with her today. I sent her a song, a gospel song, encouraging her. She says, okay, my son, love you. So she's doing well. Now, there is a girl who circulated today, or I must say yesterday, said Noel Maitland's father is a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Well, I went on a fact-finding mission. And I can confirm Noel's mother is a Zionist. Means she's a revivalist. And I can equally confirm, Jamaica, that his father is a taxi man. So, as a Zionist to the Zionist, I'm going to find Noel's mother if I can. And I'm going to meet her in the spirit and speak to her. Because Zion people no ramp. So, I know where to find them and I'm going to find them, Jamaica. Yeah, she's a teacher also, but she's equally a Zionist. Basic school teacher. Basic school teacher, Jamaica. The father is a taxi man. The father know the route where him run. The father knows the route he runs. But equally Jamaica, we're now being told by Noel's lawyer that the questioning that happened with Noel yesterday had nothing to deal with the missing person. So the questioning that happened in the lockup had nothing to do with Donnelly. The questioning had to deal with police procedures. Oh, hear what I said to you? The questioning had to do with police procedures. Nothing to do with the disappearance of Donnelly. Something, Jamaica. Nothing about the disappearance of Donnelly. Nothing. Not even a question to say, can you tell what time was the last, can you tell the last time you saw Donnelly? Can you say, can you this, can you that? Nothing about Donnelly Donaldson. But the questioning, I gather, is about police procedures. But me go say this too now. You have Zionists and you have Zionists. And you have Zionists with deeper than some of them. Remember? No fun know which part you go figure hold down people. But justice a go come for Donnelly. Justice a come for Donnelly. But me go meet them in the spirit, Jamaica. And justice a come for Shantel Blake. Can you believe it took the Jamaica Constabulary Force almost 7 months, and all that was found or identified was a skull and a bone. A skull and a bone. Imagine a family now has to bury their family with a funeral only with a skull and a bone. Can you imagine? Chevelle and her mother and her father can't find their nieces and nephews. Just imagine that. So what we're seeing in Jamaica is missing persons. Let us not even talk about Jasmine Dean. Let us not talk about Jasmine. Let us not talk. There's a lot of law enforcers that are fed up. And trust me, Jamaica, I'm getting some leads. They're telling me some things. I know what is happening. I know what is happening, Jamaica. But I know why I'm silent. If sometimes you see me silent, do not think that every night I'm going to come here and speak about Donnelly. I have to be very strategic. You think I'm not getting leads? You think I'm not knowing what is happening? You think I'm not knowing what is happening in the question? But you have to wait, Jamaica. It's not every night I can come and talk about Donnelly. You have to give me some time so that I can build up on a case. Build it strong. Don't you want when I burst it? It's hotter. Hot, hot, hot. Hot, 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 hot. Don't you want that, Jamaica? So when you see sometimes I don't make the discussion prior to your Donnelly, when I have to understand I am building Jamaica. So now have to work with me. Hello? Hello?
Yes, Andre.
Yes, good night.
I wanted to ask something. I know it's a sensitive issue right now, but Chevelle was saying that her sister was taken, from their home when she was 16. And I know the husband has a child before her. How was he allowed to take their 16-year-old child from the home?
Because the age of consent for sex is 16. Do you understand? So
I understand, but I mean that's some early on red flags. Well, I am assuming he's a much older young man.
He's in his 40s, but the truth is, a lot of families in Jamaica give them 16-year-old over to old people, elderly people. This is a reality. So what you hear is a reality. Is a reality where young girls get caught up in relationship with older men. And they become like slaves and in bondage. And when they want to be relieved, them get killed, them get stabbed up, them get locked up, can't leave house, tracker upon them. The phones are tracked. You know how many people are fearful to leave a man because of the threats that come to them?
All right.
You understand? So you have to understand the culture of the women have to change in this country. If they know them have to run, run!
Take foot in a hand and run.
Andre can't help. Let me say this to you. My platform is at a point right now that your story can be carried and people will be out there to help you. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
So all of you women, children, all of you men who are find some level of abuse, come and talk. My platform can help you. People want to hear the stories. People want to see how the difference that they can help to make. You understand?
Yeah, you're right.
All right, caller, blessings.
All right.
Patricia, you can't say a man can't get your 16-year-old because no families me know. No, and the funny thing, I don't believe the mother was in Jamaica at that time when Shantel was 16. I don't believe the mother was around. A lot of women. Hello.
Hi, good night, Andre. How are you?
I'm well.
All right. It's not easy. I have been in a relationship before where pretty much I was locked inside.
You were locked inside?
To escape out of that relationship, I had to literally jump through a window.
My God.
Jump through a window, and since I escaped, I have been in the United States.
Whoa. So this happened in Jamaica?
Yes, in Jamaica. I had...
How long you and the man were involved?
We were involved for 3 years.
So at what point did he start to abuse you?
In the second year, I was being abused. When I said literally I couldn't use my phone. When the phone rang, that would be in his pocket. If I was to talk to my family member, I would have to go through him.
What?
If I was supposed to go on the road, he would take me. I could recall one day he said that he was unable to bring me to the hairdresser. So he asked his friend to drop me to the hairdresser. When I was in the hairdresser chair, he called. When he called, he said, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm at the hairdresser." He said, "Okay." By the time I get up and went to the door, that was him standing right there. I was said, "My God." I went through it, Andre. It wasn't easy. I cried. I don't know. I prayed to God and asked to help me out of that thing. When I ran for my life, I was in my nightgown because he locked me in the room and said that I have to stay there until he gets back.
Whoa.
No food, nothing. So some of these relationships and some of these men that we get ourselves involved with, it is so hard. And let me tell you, even if you tell some of these family members, their remarks is they're not going to get involved. Because just as how you find yourself in there, you can get yourself out. It's not easy. Because the threat, he said he was going to kill me. And anybody that he sees me with, he's going to kill me.
So after you left that relationship, did you get in any other form of abusive relationships?
No. Up until today, the 7 years, I have not been in a relationship.
Oh, you have not been none.
Because it's like I have sleepless nights. Like I feel like everybody is the same thing. I have bruises on me. Sometimes I cry myself to sleep.
Whoa.
Cry
My
myself.
God.
Since I left Jamaica, I have never returned. Before I left, I made a report to the police station.
Which police station you made the report?
I made the report in Junction St. Elizabeth.
Oh, St. Elizabeth. Whoa.
Yes, Junction St. Elizabeth. But those police, it's like they don't care. Because him himself have money and his mother, his family has money. So them simple just, and they know the high authorities there. So them just simple
them
give them
really
money, and that is it.
So when you ran out of the house, how you ended up overseas?
Okay, I had a visa.
Oh, you had a visa?
Right?
Oh, cool.
Yes. I had a visa, and I used to do the work program.
The work
like
on
going overseas. Yes. So that's how I end up, and the
so you say him lock in at the house? Can't eat no food?
Lock me. I cannot. There were no food, Andre. He locked and he left and said I have to stay there until he gets back.
Whoa.
And before that happened, the night he came in literally drunk. And when I said to him, pretty much I am leaving, he holds me by the neck and have me against the wall.
Whoa.
I was like just trying to pad, like I tried to fight back, just for him let me go that I can breathe.
Whoa.
So it's not easy. If I didn't move, Andre, I would probably be dead today. I'm telling you. And he has no idea.
I'm glad that you came out of that relationship.
I heard he tried down my brother because I have only a small brother
family
in Jamaica. And when he found him, he wanted all information, where I am and everything.
So he was possessed and obsessed with you?
Yes. And when he tried to find my brother, he asked my brother to come with him. And at the same time, my brother stand up and he called me and I said to him, bro, run for your life. I said, run for your life, because my brother was on the road when he passed him and he stopped. And I said to him, run for your life because he could have carry you and kill you.
Whoa. So you have not communicated with him from that?
Sorry?
You have not communicated with him from that?
No, never. I never looked back. And that was like 6 years ago.
I'm glad for you. Keep on fighting.
If I didn't come out of it, I would be dead. If it's not knife, his hand is choking, his pulling off bed. Literally, I pulled me off of the bed, dropped me on the floor.
Wow. That's a lot.
That's how wicked and cruel man is. Once you find out these things are happening, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
When I cut out that mesh out of that window, the window was so tall.
Really?
When I get my foot 1 foot over, and then the other foot, when me drop, me couldn't even move because me swear my foot was broken.
So how high you jump from?
It was high because the window was up a bit. I didn't even know if the grace of God saved me that day.
So was it like a 2-story, 3-story house?
No, it was like a flat, but how they built it, the windows were tall. They were tall.
My God.
It's not easy. So when we find ourselves in this relationship and we see the red flag, run for your life.
Run.
Don't stay. There is escape. Even if you cannot travel, there must be somebody, somewhere you can go hide. Don't stay because of the money, because I didn't have it. I was depending on him for financial. You understand? Because him have money. But when I look at it, I said my life is more important than any money or anything. Me not going to stay in a relationship and make this man kill me. I can't talk to my family. If I have to eat something, if I have to go grocery store, he have to carry me. He have to take up food. He have to do this. If him give me $1,000, if I put it down, he come back and take it up.
Wow. All right. I'm sorry to hear this, all right?
Yeah, all right. Take care, Andre. Have a blessed night.
So I believe we can call it a night. But remember, the protest continues tomorrow. The protest continues tomorrow. We can call it a night. 11 a.m. tomorrow. 11 a.m. A lot of women having these situations, you know. A lot of women are living in these deadly situations. My God. What, Jamaica? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good night.
Good night. You know, I'm saying that when they're going through abuse and all of that, they just start, remember in a part in the Bible says, David acted as like an invalid, like he was mad. Woman need to start acting mad. Just start letting them out drain, become stink if you want to come out of an abusive relationship.
So you say them have to go find some ways to turn mad or show signs of insanity for the man, let them go?
Yes.
No, me love, nobody not deserve that. Me not really agree with that, but you are say they need to go act. To be like them mad for man, let them go. How what is for me, Jesus? No, sir.
Yes, but if it's that bad, then do that.
Alright, thanks for the suggestion, yeah?
Yes.
Alright. You would call it to Jamaica? Some man or woman will want to come out of the abusive relationship, start show signs of insanity. Make on mouth, make on mouth drain water, start smell stink. And that she telling you know. Start smell stink, starts only for start beard. Behave mad. I want this sponge. Hey! Hello?
Good night, Andre, calling from New York City. Good night, classmate. Good night. Andre, I don't understand. This young lady has been missing since January, and the children is not a priority to the police department. I just don't understand this.
Welcome to Jamaica Constabulary Force, my love.
I'm sorry?
Welcome to Jamaica Constabulary Force.
But this should be an eye-opener situation. We just had an angry man kill a whole family. And now we have an angry husband or a tormented husband. We
possible killing wife and nobody know where the children is. Jamaica need to wake up. This is getting out of hand. 850 people missing that the public was not aware of.
You know, sir, from 2018, over 8,000 children had people missing from 2018.
I saw that today, and I was appalled. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, and your broadcast is being viewed all around the world, right? We have visitors coming in and out of the country. When they see these things happening now, tourism is going to start cut down because nobody...
I'm going to say to you, sir, I'm going to say this to him. You know, sir, if tourism start cut down, you will get a greater response from the government.
Well, something needs to happen.
I'm going to say to you, if the tourism product is boycott, you'll get a greater response from the government. Think about that, all right?
This is crazy. Anyway, we're in New York. The protest will be tomorrow.
Times Square, right beside H&M. Yeah, 5 o'clock on the H. Them say which part the H&M.
Okay.
All right? Tomorrow Emancipation Day. I don't know what Jamaica. All right, all right, good.
But continue doing a good job. I wish I had some T-shirts for sale because I really would be the first one to purchase one.
In due season.
All right, work on it.
Jamaica, I'll say this to you. I want you to reflect on this argument. We're going into emancipation and the amount of tourists that are in Jamaica right now. You see, if the tourism product is affected, you will see how quickly. For instance, when I remember how the people in my airport demonstrate and in quick time, the Prime Minister and everybody run out there. I not take no more calls for the rest of the night. Remember, I need to go sleep. I need to go get some strength. So think on that critically. Think on that critically, Jamaica. Imagine if we do this the right way and the tourism product is affected. There'll be a greater response from the government. We bless Jamaica. We blessed Jamaica. Be blessed.